Well, sometimes when staying in campgrounds, it does rain. Now, this is Friday. Usually this place would just cover up, but the rain's coming tonight, midnight. They're calling for 3¼ inches tomorrow, and then another couple more days of rain. So, and the winds are going to be about 12 mile an hour out of the east, this direction. So today I'm going to do some videos on how I kind of get everything ready and prepared for the rain. I do have a problem with the RV on this big slide out back here, the rear slide out. The rubber seal has deteriorated. I've ordered more. They're in Arkansas right now waiting on me at a relative's house. When I get back there in a couple of weeks, I'm going to install those. The only thing I can figure out is this side of the RV faced the south most of the last summer, and I guess the heat had really gotten to those seals. The front one seems to be fine, it's the back one, so, and it could be something else. The previous owners may have pulled the slide out in with some limbs or sticks on it, and that damaged it. I don't know. Also, a week from today, matter of fact, there's going to be cold weather here, and cold weather is not something that we're all about. That's the reason why we RV. But we're here, and we have no choice. We've got to go back to Arkansas, and we don't want to go any farther south to where it's warmer and then have to turn around and come all the way back up again north. So probably sometime next week, I'm going to have to disconnect the water, use my tanks, and instead of using the water here, because temperatures are going to be down in the 20s, 27, 28, 29 for like 3 nights in a row, even a possibility of a slight chance of snow one night. Underneath portion under here is insulated. Now these pipes are the drain pipes for the black tanks and the gray tanks, but everything else is enclosed. All the plumbing is enclosed in this unit, and the furnace has floor vents that run through the flooring, which keeps the RV warm around the pipe, so it shouldn't have any problem. The only thing I've got to have a problem with is what's ever exposed out here, and that's the reason why I'm going to go ahead and just fill my storage tank, water tank, and use it for about 3 days with a pump system like you would if you were boondocking, and then I can come back in and hook this back up after the cold weather clears. My intent is to move all this stuff either under the RV to block it from the rain, or inside here, and then lower this canopy down to about this height, and then tie it all off on the corners, and that'll help keep it dry. Now this roof is actually a UV protected roof, but it's not very watertight at all. I know that from the last few months. It has done some leaking, but I use some I guess it's a silicone based spray that's for tents. You find it in the shoe section at Walmart. I used to have it in the camping section, but you hardly see that anymore because most of your tents have bonnets now that are waterproof. But if you go over in the shoe section, they have a spray that you can spray on like boots to keep the moisture out of your footwear, and they have some there it's really good. I've used 2 cans. One can will completely do the top of this, and then I did another can, and it really repels now. It's good. Of course, you have no walls because it's just screened for insect screening, but once I get it lowered down, that's the main thing, so that wind will not get under this thing and take it off and tear it out of here. I've got stakes in the ground that's holding the legs down here. As you might be able to see that stake head right there, big long spikes. And then I've got some also tie down rope here that each corner has, and then I will stake that out after I get it lowered down, and like I say, it'll just keep things from getting completely saturated, and hopefully that'll help us make it through this rainstorm. It's about 8:30 a.m. and this is one reason why I love RVing. This is 30 yards from my RV, and not a soul. Quiet, peaceful. You gotta love living this lifestyle. You know, if you wait till you're 65, it may be too late. It doesn't cost that much to do this.